Alright, I'm gonna go to work.
Okay.
Why does it make you sad?
I want to be on vacation.
I understand, I do too, but I have to earn money so that we can take more vacations.
Okay. I'll just pretend to earn money.
I mean... I appreciate all you do, but I can't feed six on it.
Good day, sir. Hello everyone and welcome to another card video. I am freshly back from vacation. I do not feel rested at all, but I'm excited to be playing with some new goodies. Today I have some new goodies from My Favorite Things from their new, what is this? April release. And I'm late to the party because I went to Creativation, but I have a fun card idea. So let me show you what I've got and let's make a card. So I use these chipboard pieces and magnetic sheets that I get from Amazon just to hold my dies while I'm using them, just so I find it, I lose them far less when I have this magnetic board, you know. It's really, and it's been through the ringer. I have a few of them, but I seem to just reach for this one. Anyway, I'm sorry it's ugly. I have the Spectacular stamp set and coordinating dies, as well as the Stay Cool Die-namics. This little stamp set is adorable. We're going to make this really simple card. Let me take it out of the package here to get away from the glare. It's, you know, louvered. It's lined. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen this all over. I saw these, you know, retro or lined or 80s or whatever, 70s, whatever you want to think about it, where everything is like lined, where it looks like you're looking at it through louver blinds. That's where it came from, louvered. Everything is louvered right now. But I love it. I want to louver all the things. All the things. I have a piece of Neenah 110-pound Classic Crest Solar White cardstock, and I've made myself this handy dandy little stencil here. I just cut a circle that I like to use for my cards, and I'm taping it to the back to give it a little hinge just so it's easier to do the next process, the next step in the process, which is more tape. Okay, so my awesome husband gave me this tape. I don't know what it's called. And I took it out of the package a long time ago, never used it, and now I want to use it. It's slightly tackier than I would like it to be for my paper. It does tend to rip my paper, so you got to be careful. I have been actually putting it down on something to get rid of some of the tackiness before I put it onto my paper, if you know what I mean. As you can see from the grid marks, it's about an 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm putting them about 1/4 of an inch apart. I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch gap. The first card I did, I varied the widths between them. Now I'm putting them more uniform. It really doesn't matter. I like the way they both look. It's really up to you. So because that look is really, you're trying to mimic the look of a sunset through mini blinds, that's what I'm going for. I'm doing a sunset, really, using shea butter and orange peel Catherine Pooler inks and just sponge daubers. It's a very small space. You don't need a very large tool to do this. I am using another piece of tape to mask off the bottom because that I want to be a different color. That's going to be the water, the sunset over the water. But really, you can use any color combination you want. This is just what I'm choosing to use. When I was on vacation, I saw this everywhere. It was on people's t-shirts, it was on logos, it was on signs, it was on everything. But I truly enjoyed it and I couldn't wait to mimic it. So you will notice that I'm using my microfiber towel as a blending tool. This helps me, A, blend the color even more, and B, it helps me clean up the color as well. Like some of the excess color that isn't on the card, you can clean it up with the microfiber towel. And with a quick switch of the masking tape, I think this is Scrapbook.com's mint tape, I can switch my colors around. I'm using Hot Tub and Sea Glass. Now, I'm making this try to look like a sunset. Okay, I'm trying to make it look like a sunset, but you really don't have to. I saw things that were like rainbows and just different color combinations. It didn't have anything to do with a sunset, and it looked fabulous and retro and 80s and whatever the heck they're going for. I loved it. Also, these colors are complementary on the color wheel. So I'm learning things. It also looks really great with a black background, which you could totally do with oxide inks, because they sit on top. And the big reveal, sort of, ta-da, sunset. Okay, so this black tape is, I've been pushing it down like this whole time. Pushing it down, and the adhesive is adhering to my cardstock. So I've learned in the couple of cards that I've made to gently pull this adhesive up. But really, what I really want is a repositionable. I want a repositionable, thin, like 1/16, 1/8, 1/4, thin strip of removable adhesive for this purpose. I don't want to cut my own. It's too thin. I want perfectly cut, thin strips of removable masking strips. Go! All right, let's pull these off. He bought me like 8 rolls of these, so I have plenty moving forward. I just have to learn to gently remove, or this might happen. So it kind of rips your paper, and then you have a blemish on the beautiful white area of your card. Boo. You can easily sand it off, and that's what I did, and it's not a big deal, but still, I see it, I know it's there. I'm taking my trusty Heffy Doodle skinny circle frames and cutting a black circle frame to go around my louvered sunset. We're taking the aviator glasses with the louvered lenses for the louver card. Everything, louver all the things. I'm using Nuvo clear mark because that's what I had here, and some MFT black cardstock and Gina K detail white embossing powder to heat emboss these louvered shades. The spectacular stamp set had some awesome, really punny sentiments, but I truly loved this Stay Cool Die-namics. I lost an L. I lost an L. Nobody move. Well, shit. It's all fun and games to throw scraps on the floor until you lose an L. And then you can't find things because there's too much stuff on the floor. So you have to cut a new one. Do you see a face? Because I kind of see like little orange nose and a little green mouth. I'm very easily amused. I do. I kind of see a sun face. If you put the glasses on it, it's kind of like a sun face. I am layering these. I cut them from black foam and black cardstock. I did not cut them all from cardstock this time, which I wish I had, because the foam just has this crumbly parts that irritates me. That's why I always cut 4 layers of cardstock instead of foam. It's just a more pleasurable experience. I added the card panel to the card base using a little piece of craft foam cut slightly smaller than my 3.5 by 4 3/4 card panel. I'm adhering the skinny circle frame with liquid adhesive, and then we're popping up the sunglasses with the small pieces of Scrapbook Adhesives foam squares, and I love it. They're perfect. With this version of the card, I adhered the letters in more of a circular fashion around the sunglasses, and I kind of like it, but I kind of like it wonky too, so it's really whatever you like. The card base is a Simon Says Stamp Fog card base cut to size A2 and scored in a side folding orientation, or landscape, as I like to call it. And if you don't look at the pimple, it looks really good. So I'm definitely going to be louvering many things, not just circles. I love the way that this looks. I think the improvements were a bonus, and yeah, this is super fun and beachy. You could do it with tons of color combinations too. So I hope you enjoyed making a card with me today. Links are in the description box for things that I've used, and a little bit more information. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's up, how you doing, and until next time. Find me, find my favorite things on social media. I love interacting with you in the comments.